Everyone has their own fandoms that makes them happy, and I'm no different. But this one scares me. Now you're probably wondering why MLP of all things would scare me. And if you are wondering that, you probably haven't been on the internet for long enough. But putting the fandom aside brings me to what really terrifies me about the show. The character design is just that good. Now you can say the art style isn't your favorite, and you'll be fair to say that, but saying that it's not iconic would be disingenuous. The character design in the show is that good that you can show anyone a silhouette of any of the characters, and without a doubt, they would know who it belongs to. Like for example, this one belongs to Daring Do. And you clicked on this video expecting me to redesign that? What's wrong with you people? No, this won't be a redesign. This is rather a refresh. This is drawing ponies into modern fandoms that I enjoy. The first show is Knights of Guinevere. If you haven't seen it, it's directed by Darren Terrence, the creator of the Outlaws. And it's pretty tongue-in-cheek towards Disney. You should check it out. Anyway, for this show I'll be redrawing Rainbow Dash. Rain, in this AU at least grew up with military parents. Well, they were more like a glorified security team to the crowd. But one of the many perks of the job is that the family had free access to the parks. Rain didn't care much for it though. She found the parks and the princesses all too tacky. We shouldn't help with the fact that, to her, her parents' busy work often took the attention away from her. She wasn't into much of anything, really, which worried the parents. Sure, they were well off, but with her showing no interest in anything, her future was looking not that bright. However, this all changed the day she was forced to watch a show with her father. An air show where pilots flew the F-18 Super Hornet. This version of the Blue Angels, or well, the Wonderbolts. And her life had basically changed. Sure, she still disliked the crown, but did that really matter anymore? She knew what she wanted and she didn't really care how she got there or who she had to suck up to while at work. She didn't even mind the fact that she didn't get the job as a pilot. She was fine just being a mechanic working on the machines that she loved so much. At least, that's what she told herself. Truth is, the crown suffocates all joy out of everything it touches. It feeds on passion, and she was no different. Eventually she came to realize that though. Eventually, she started pushing back. Rarity in Hazbin Hotel. Now I know this one is slightly different than the other two since for it to be in the show she would have to have died. So I guess I have to come up with two different backstories for her. Well, two different stories at least. In life, Rarity of course was a fashion icon. She was the one who the biggest stars in higher society would flock towards. And she would loved it. Until it all started falling apart because of a simple article written by some eco-protester exposing of her rare animal pelts that she used in her works. She should have denied it, claimed that everything she did was cruelty-free. That would mean that her work was synthetic, that the fabrics that she used was a mere imitation of pure beauty. Her pride would not have allowed that. So she doubled down, only for the world to start crumbling around her. She was ridiculed by her former clients and the fashion world alike, and she knew there was only one person to blame for all of this. Of course it wasn't her. Why would it be? It was that damn conservationist, that damned amateur journalist. And it was fine. If she could no longer cut into the beautiful coats that built her fame, she'd find something else to sink her fangs into. And when she found it, she'd eat good that night. She doesn't really speak about how she died. But in how she flourished. She found herself in Cannibal Town. Hazbin has its tailors, like the kind Alistair visits, but Rarity managed to find an overlord who was fascinated by her work even while she was still alive. Someone that took pleasure in even her more sadistic side. Someone that fed into it. Rosie. And as for redemption, Rarity isn't interested in anything the Morningstar could offer. She dresses the overlords. To her, this was heaven. Fluttershy. And this was a hard one, but Arcane. Fluttershy was born in a wealthy family in the city of Progress, Piltover. She had the best education, becoming a conservationist and living a fairly comfortable life due to her family name. But things changed the moment of Jinx's attack. So many people hurt, so much destroyed. She couldn't begin to comprehend the cruelty of it all. Why would anyone be so callous? So she went down there to see for herself. She would find whoever did this and ask them why, as naive as that is. She never finds Jinx though. She never finds the answers to the questions she wanted. Instead, she finds the same thing Jace does. The same ugly side of capitalism that her comfort has been built on. The abuse, the exploitation, the destruction of nature around them. And she has enough. She can't live with herself knowing that these things are happening, and that she's doing nothing about it. As much as she hated the idea of it, she had to fight. Whether it's a factory poisoning the air people and animals breathe in, or some gross ethical violation, she made sure it ended there. Think poison ivy, someone dedicated to protecting nature, at all costs. And with the free time, maybe write a few articles educating others why she does what she does. Maybe even exposing others that she can't physically reach to stop. But that's all I have time for. If you want to see a part 2, let me know which shows I should draw the rest of the ponies in. And until then, ciao!